So we think that sustainability is the next leap that can connect the productivity to new incentivization mechanisms around sustainability. One example, which I think we have all been working on, is around carbon plus farming, is around incentivizing farmers that to capture carbon in their soils, and incentivizing farmers with a few opportunities in terms of de-risking the transitions, in terms of bringing actually reward for them for the way that they farm around those sustainability practices. So I think the new frontier that will meet sustainability with productivity is that we think about access to the technologies, but as well as incentivizing, helping farmers to be more profitable as well for the way that they produce, not only of what they produce. I really love this question, actually, because innovation is all that we are about in Bayer. And there is one example which I think is very representative, with which we have launched in the Americas in corn, which is very representative of how we see the future in terms of that systemic solutions enabled by digital platforms. And one example I wanted to bring today is our short stature corn system. It's ultra high density planting, measure maximum heights of 7 feet, and can be planted as narrow as 20 inches with higher planting rates of seeds per hectare, with no additional water or input use. It's really that bridge between productivity and sustainability. It makes it resistant to lodging. It makes it precision agriculture with easier target application. It helps with reducing crop loss in fields, resulting from that volatile environment. So you even put that into consideration, the climate resilient aspect of it, enable sustainable intensification even further. There is that opportunity for optimization of nitrogen in water, and we are investigating that the system can really contribute to the reduction of GHG. So it's really that systemic approach with innovation, and that brings that sustainability element. And I think that's really how we see the future. And I think that's really added value to our farmers' customers that we are very proud of. I'll look at two examples which we are very proud of. One of those focusing particularly in Latin America, Africa, and Asia. It's around banana, and the challenge is actually probably is the most challenging issue in the banana production in half a century, which is the Tier 4 disease. The Tier 4 disease has no solution today. And we realize that not only because of how fast it's spread, but how impactful that can be for smallholders, not only from a production point of view and from a source of income, but as well from a source of calorie intake. In some regions of the world, is almost 1/6 of their calorie intake. And we, with a few partners, created the Global Alliance on Tier 4 to look at 3 main areas of solution, to look at training and prevention. So training farmers, helping them to prevent from spreading. The second area is genetics and breeding. And the third aspect is the biological and chemical methods of control. What are the solutions that exist that can be applied in certain way that can help them to control? Today, we already have around 20 partners from all over the world. It's really growing. And then perhaps a second one in the area of sustainability is actually our carbon initiative that we launched in the US and Brazil. We are today rewarding farmers for the way they produce. In the US, up to $9 per hectare per year, and looking at practice like no-till practice that do help capture carbon in soil, but as well support increased soil health. I think we all have a responsibility to help build the bridge between the production and between the consumers, the farmers and the consumers, and we should be doing that as private sector in partnership with our farmers customer. The opportunity here is how we position innovation around consumer demands in sustainability, right? The farmers are the stewards of their lands. They do care about their land. They need to have increased productivity, to have a sustainable income. And I think now we are in the opportunity to showcase how innovation is directly contributing to the biggest challenges in the world, from food security, as we have been saying for some time, but now climate change. Agriculture is the solution and can be much more of the solution if policies incentivize the farmers and help with the science-based policy with the right metrics to showcase that agriculture can be the solution.